this is Tanya from 𝐂𝐤𝐭𝐡. I hope you're having a great day. Thanks for joining me. I have got some really amazing things to share with you today. Brand new things. Two of them are new wood items that we have. And then we are going to talk easel cards and giggling. Yeah, giggling. I'm going to turn you around right now and I'm going to show you our latest wood project that we made. Are you ready for this? This is our latest kit. Isn't that insane? That is our latest kit. It stands about 16 inches high. And it's about 6 inches deep. And are you ready for this? My arms aren't this long, so look at this. Yes, it holds all of your ink applicators. It can also hold your blending brushes. It can even hold your alcohol ink applicators. Isn't that amazing? 3 different shelves. It will hold up to, I think, 56 of these. I'm not quite for sure. But wait, there's more. You ready for this? And it even has a drawer that holds sponges and ink applicator replacements. As I mentioned, this is a kit. And the doors just go back in like this. And it is now on our website. That's where I keep my little ones, up there in the ink that I use the most often. Isn't that an amazing kit? For only $55. Brand new. I hope you guys love it. But wait, there's more. Do you remember last year? This was our charm of the year. I need to get you guys up in the stand. Hang on just a second. This was our charm of the year last year. And now we have a brand new charm. Is he not adorable? This is our little charm. So 2020, 2021. This is yours. Everybody that has a $75 order gets one free. Free, free. Isn't this adorable? All right, so today we are going to talk Gigglers. And you're like, Gigglers? If you saw our last release, you know what I'm talking about. It's our new 4 little funny rolling on the floor laughing images. We have Riley. We have our newest giraffe. We have Benny the bovine. And we have Ricky the raccoon. Now, these have gone over like gangbusters. It is craziness. So, we're going to use them today. I'm going to show you a couple little samples. And then we're going to use them in a little card. I'm going to show you how easy they are to color, and then I'm going to show you how to attach them. This is just a couple of the uses. As you guys know, 𝐂𝐤𝐭𝐡 has about 850 different funny, snarky designs. This is one of our newest ones. Make a wish, then blow out that bonfire. If it weren't for me, you might have been Mom's favorite. True story. And I just raised this one up on a piece of foam. This is with an action wobbler. Is that not adorable? So it's 3D and it moves like it's laughing, rolling on the floor laughing. And there you have it. Isn't that adorable? People have absolutely gone bananas for these. And I hope I have... There's so many different ways that you can use these Gigglers. They can be in windows, standing up, so it looks like they're standing up. You can have them literally standing up on one foot, just looks like they're kicking out a leg. Okay? Or you can have them tucked inside a little mermaid outfit. It's a mermoose. Or you can just use it regularly on a card. Lots of different ways to use these. I was just so happy when I saw a bunch of cards that everybody was making out of these. This one's bending over laughing. And the saying is, some mornings it's just best to fill the sink with coffee and stick your head in and suck. It's hilarious. So you can turn them any way and they will work for your cards. So amazing. And when you add the action wobbles to it, it just makes it even funnier. So with that, we're going to go into a card here pretty soon, but I want to talk to you first about Easel Cards. Now, I have fell in love with Easel Cards, and I've also fell in love with the Slimline cards. Everybody asked me, do you think it's just a fad? No. I think Slimline is here to stay because it gives you options, and those options will never go out of style. But what makes it even better is you can turn it into an Easel card. And for those of you that did our make and take for St. Patrick's Day, I believe, you understand. So it's just an Easel card like that. So it sits like this. But you can do that with any size card, and I'm going to show you just exactly how easy that can be. So this one was a vertical slimline. This one we're going to do the same thing with, but look. And now it's an Easel card. And Ricky is standing in a puddle of water. Isn't that adorable? And like I said, you can do any card like that. And it's very simple. I'm going to show you how. So here is our newest mushroom lane. And we did it 3D, so it's nice and 3D. And watch this. This would be awesome for someone to welcome them to the neighborhood. How fun is that, right? So I'm going to show you exactly how easy this is and how to put it together. We've got this card, let's see, and this card. And I'm going to bring out just a little bit of stuff, put the Gigglers away. All right, so what you do is you start out with images, of course, right? Get kind of an idea. The base of your card is the key. So you're going to do just a regular card base. It can be a horizontal A2. It can be a 6x6. It can be a vertical A2. It can be a slim line that's horizontal. Anything will work. All you have to do is take the top fold over and fold it in half again. That's all you do. And once you fold it in half, make sure you work it the other way as well. That way it makes it easier to bend, okay? And then you just set that aside. You work on your front, which is what we're going to do now, and then we're going to put it together, and you will have a very simple but very difficult looking Easel card, and you're going to impress all your friends. And they're going, oh, wow, she's so incredible. So what we're going to do to start with, I love a really good just sky paper. Okay, we're going to take our zip dry, because I know every one of you out there has zip dry, right? Raise your hand if you have zip dry and tell everybody else how incredible it is. Zip dry is basically just like rubber cement in a bottle, and you only need to go around the outside. The great thing about it and what makes it special is if you accidentally attach something while you're talking, which is what I did, you're going to ruin one of these two pieces trying to get it off when you use a tape runner. Not with this stuff. Watch this. I'm pressing down and it lets me move it while it's wet. See that? Now, did I get glue around the edges? Of course I did. And with any other glue, that would make a mess. With this, watch. I always feel like I'm doing an infomercial. I could do an infomercial for this. This is how much I love this stuff. So now, all my edges are perfectly aligned. and I have no glue. But wait, what if I change my mind and I'm thinking, yeah, I really don't want to do this. I think I want a different background instead. If you pull it off within a minute, it all comes off. Look at that. So any of the glue that you have on here, all you have to do is rub. Put your piece of paper back in the drawer and you can change colors out in a heartbeat. But I don't want to. Now that it's been off and on, I do need to reapply it. I will say that doing this off and on makes it a little difficult to move it around the second time. You need to take all the glue off and then start over. So this time, it'll let you move it around a little bit, but not as much as it would the first time because you still have glue on there. All right, so we are set. Keeping in mind that this is just our card fronts. Okay, so let's see, I'm kind of doing this on the fly. So what we're going to do is we are going to make some grass right here. Nope, we'll do some of this too. I got a whole bunches of extra grass, so we're going to color some of our grass real quick. I did throw a couple colored pieces in just to save us some time, but for those of you that watch me color a lot, I don't take a ton of time coloring. I love it, but not on little stuff like this. Well, just do that. Go off the edges so it colors the edges. All right. Yep, I'm messy when I'm color. It's okay. And we'll just, I'm using 𝐤𝐢𝐭𝐡 Copic for those of you folks that are wondering. Okay, then I'm going to come in with just a little darker of a color, 𝐤𝐢𝐭6. Believe it or not, it is a little darker than the 23. And I'm just going to throw some color in behind. I'm just pulling it in from behind the first blades of grass. And I'll do it on this one too. And you really can't go wrong with the grass because, hey, you know, there is this little piece here, and sometimes we use this grass for kittens. Sometimes the Scan and Cut doesn't cut it all the way down. For those of you with the Scan and Cut, you know what I'm talking about. But it is a wonderful machine, and you just trim it up like that. All right, so we've got those done. I'm going to throw a little bit so that it kind of matches. I'm going to throw a little bit more of a different color green in here. This is G14. And now I'm done with my grass. So I'm going to show you how real quick to color one of the Raccoon Gigglers. This is him. All right, it only takes a couple 3 grays. If you're a Copic lover, I have C1, C3, C5. All right, so the first thing that I'm going to do, these are so easy. They're not difficult at all. I'm just going to bring in all my color around the top of his head and around the bottom. I didn't want the focus today to be on coloring. I wanted the focus to be on how to use your stamps and make the different easel cards. So this is going to be real easy. I just put the first coat down. I'm going to take the second coats and come in from the bottom just to make my little shadows. All right, I'm going to bring it around the outside edge here just to give that a little depth, and then I'm going to bring it around the bottom. I'm just thinking of where the shadows would be. Okay, under his arm. All right, there's probably a lighter spot on his head. Okay, and let's see, we're going to take the C5 and we're going to come back in and do the darker. I'm going to do a little bit of the shading, but I'm also going to do the darker stripes with my C5. And then just around the bottom, just throw a little bit in there. Do this little circle there and a little shading underneath. You really don't need a ton of colors. I am also going to come up and do this. Just like that. Now I'm going to go back to my C1 And I'm just going to come in and just do circles so it blends everything together. And I'm going to give it a little bit of a second coat on there so it makes it just a tiny bit darker. Now the only thing that I really have to do on here is put a mouth on him. Now the back part of in his mouth is going to be a little bit darker, so we just use a dark pink, R85. You can use any color, really. I just grabbed it. I didn't even look. And a light pink, because there's not that much to it, right? Okay, now if you notice, all right, if you notice, I have got a little bit of gray on my white. I'm going to show you what the 0 is for. A lot of people don't know what the blender is for. One of the uses for the blender is you can literally push the color back out to where it's supposed to be just by pushing it. Get a little bit on the edge and just push it back out. And I kid you not, it literally takes that color and pushes it back out. So when it dries, you won't see anything. Love my 0 blender. I use it all the time. So what we're going to do, oh, we have a duck left. So with the duck, I think I'm just going to put a little bit of gray here and maybe use my 𝐲𝐢𝐭𝐡 and do his little feet. Right, and his little bill. That's all, because he's a white duck. White ducks are the easiest one to color, right? So now we're going to go back to our card front, and we're going to lay all of this out. I have pre-colored some mushrooms from our gnome dress-up sets. Everybody's going, what is a dress-up set? Oh, that's Riley's line. So what we're going to do is I'm going to put these grasses down. I'm just going to dab along here. And this is to give it something for him to sit on, okay? Put a little bit of glue there. So let's just take the 2 darker pieces. Now you want to bring it all the way to the bottom. In there. And there's that one. I'll put another one right here. And there's that. There's that. And I only glue the bottom parts of them. If you can see that, I only glue the bottom parts. Whoops. See, that was a little high, and because it had zip dry on it, I could just move it down while it's still wet. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my little guy, and we are going to put him rolling on the ground laughing, right? With this. This is an action wobble. They've been around for quite a while, but the Gigglers are absolutely perfect for these action wobbles. All they do, and you can find them on our website, we have them now. There is a mini size and there's a large size. The large sizes don't fit any of ours. They're actually in a kit that we had, but we accidentally ordered them and they don't fit. The minis do. So the minis are on our site, and all you're going to do is take this part and you're just going to attach it right there. Okay, right to his belly, his underbelly. Then you're going to take this off. And it's also got a sticker on this side, so it's got stickers on both sides. All right. And we're just going to put it right there. Okay. Now, can you see how that makes him move? I love this. I don't know why. I just think it's the funniest thing. Okay. Then I've taken some extra stuff, extra little mushrooms and a little duck. This is from our spring line. And like I said earlier, the mushroom is from our gnome sets. And I did have it around here. Oh, here it is. Our dress up gnome set. And if we have time at the end, I'll go back through and show you guys. But I want to pop this little guy up. So I'm going to take a little bit of foam tape. Put on here. And I probably put a little bit down there too, just to make it a lot more stable. Okay. Now, we're just going to put him here. So it's just going to be like a little raccoon is out having a great time in a field full of mushrooms. So let's take the bigger one here and let's tuck him in the back. Okay. Just tucking back in that grass. And then I'm going to take my last little mushroom and I think I'm going to go ahead and put some foam tape on him as well. And we're going to pop him up too. So we're starting to build this whole little 3D card here. Don't think I quite like that. So we're going to scoot him over a little bit. There we go. Okay. And then finally, our little duck is going to be in the corner with some foam tape. And then we are going to turn it into an easel card. And there you go. There's your fronts. Now you could put a saying here if you wanted to, but we are going to put the saying, give it a little sunshine there, I suppose. That'd be cute. So anyway, we are going to apply the glue only to the bottom half. Earlier we folded this in half. We're only going to apply to the bottom half. All right, and just like that. We're going to center it in there. Okay. And I just rub off the extra, and now you have a card. Make sure you don't get any on the inside, or if you do, it's zip dry so you can wipe it off. Now it's going to do your easel fold for you, but the key to an easel card is making sure you have something called a stop. And a stop is what makes it stand, okay? So the easiest way to do this, and you can literally do it with anything, but what I like to do is put the saying on the inside. So we're going to go ahead. I'm going to use the, if it weren't for me, you might have been mom's favorite. And I think I'll just send this to my brother when we're done here. And I'm just going to put it on a piece that matches. Now, you can leave this flat if you want, and it will stop. If you want to make sure it stops, we're just going to put a piece of foam tape here, piece of foam tape there. Oops, sorry about that. Now we'll just figure out where we want it. And our saying will be right there. Now the card is going to stop, and he's going to be sitting right on top of it. Hope you can see that. There you go. There's your easel card. And like I said, you can do this with any size. Here is the same 𝐂𝐤 but a different way. And for those of you that want to know what this is brand new by Karen Burniston, called the Welcome. There you go. Don't forget, we have show specials today on the Gigglers, and I think that's it. Oh, and don't forget about the new credenza, and that's on sale as well. So have a wonderful afternoon, and I will see you soon. Thanks.